In this module, we are going to talk about political globalization and social democracy. Social democracy is characterized by the following facets: promotes equality, supports state role, encourages idea of welfare system. It firmly believes in the sustainability of capitalism. It is strange that it is a social democracy, but it firmly believes in sustainability of capitalism. In the theoretical framework, you may say that it is there, but when we see in operational framework, we always find there is a gap between theory and practice. Examples of social democratic parties in United Kingdom around 1960s and 1970s, there was a transformation from socialism to social democracy. And in the USA, the left wing of Democratic Party is often characterized as social democratic, as recently we saw the Trump era may be known as that social democratic system in America. Interpretations of researchers, what they believe. In UK, according to Gray, globalization will lead to the demise of social democracy. Giddens claims that globalization has contributed to change the context of social democracy. Social democracy will not end. Gary argues that globalization has just changed international political economy in context of social democracy. The literature in international relations and international political economy believes in protecting the national interests. It does not believe in any final economic system that could serve the purpose of any economic system. Every nation state tries to adopt the basic values of any given system, but it practices that system that could flourish that political system as well as the economic system. Pressures on social democracy. Processes of economic regionalization, rapid changes in demography, international flow of ideas, social democracy has been facing a challenge to redefine itself. Main criticism on social democracy is that the notion of welfare state multiplies the problems because I earlier mentioned there is a lacuna between theory and practice of social democracy. Expansion of globalization has led to the integration of world economy. It reduced the intervention of state in economic management. International flow of capital became inevitable. Eventually, the collapse of communism in Eastern Europe proved that capitalism is the only ideal system. Again, in international relations literature, or in the parlance, or in the language of international relations, we may call that it was the demise of, or the death of, or the collapse of communism after the disintegration of Soviet Union in 1991, and capitalism emerged victorious. But if we take the example of 2008 economic crunch in the United States, when the USA gave a bailout plan to sustain its more than 200 banks, is it not the death or demise of capitalism?